Ngadi Podcast, the most insightful podcast that is talk in Ngadi vibes, will be started soon. Before you start the podcast, please make sure that you have subscribed to our channel and turn on the notification bell as other awesome listeners do, so that you will not miss out any content updates that will be released in the channel. Thank you. Enjoy the podcast. Hello guys, and welcome back to our Ngadi podcast with me, DS, as your host for today. So, how are you guys doing? Our awesome listeners? I really hope you guys are doing well, though. Even though we're in the pandemic situation where everything is difficult, I just hope everything is alright right now. Either economically or your health, either through your economics or your health. I really hope everything doing well. You don't get infected, you don't get yourself stressed out, and you are doing well with your economics. You're not having any debts to pay. So, for today's podcast, we're going to have a very awesome guest today. So, a little clue, our guest today is actually a young entrepreneur who owns a cafe business. She is actually an awesome entrepreneur because she is actually viral right now. Her cafe business has gone very skyrocket, like it's going up very high, and because of that, she gains a lot of attention and others, and she started to make a lot of community service, sharing foods for those people who are actually in it. So, without any longer waiting for this awesome guest, I'm gonna invite her right here. So, please welcome the owner of Terserah Cafe, Maureen.
Yay! Hello DS. How are you
Hi.
doing?
Doing very well though. I'm full right now.
Okay.
How
Me
about you?
too, because yes, me too. I'm very awesome today because this is my first time to uh, invited in your podcast, in your awesome podcast ever. So I'm very glad and grateful to be invited here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, that's a really great compliment for me. I'm feeling touched. Okay, so yeah, I think are you sure you're ready for an awesome talk we're going to have after this?
Sure,
Ah,
I'm ready.
yeah.
100% ready.
Okay, so to make sure that you're really ready, I think it's better for you to actually introduce yourself because I'm pretty sure not all of our listeners already know you really well, especially you're the rising star.
Okay. Okay. Hello all. My name is Maureen. I am now 23 years old. Uh, and like they say before, I'm the owner of Terserah Cafe that is viral on social media like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and others.
Wow, awesome. Okay, so I'm a bit interested though, and I'm a bit curious with the name of your cafe though. The name of your cafe is Terserah.
Terserah.
Now I'm a bit curious. How did you get the inspiration to have that name? Because come on, if we think it normally in Indonesian, whatever terserah means whatever. And what kind of a
Yes,
businessman,
exactly.
yeah, what kind of businessman and businesswoman actually try to have a cafe and then they name it whatever? Like what? Okay,
Okay.
how did you get the inspiration?
Uh, I got this inspiration. Actually, I suddenly thought of it. Because
Wow.
as we know, if a woman is asked by her partner, like, "Hey, where do you want to eat now?" she will answer with terserah or whatever. So I thought to make a cafe, namely terserah. So when woman was asked by her partner, "What do you want to eat?" she will reply with terserah, and her partner will bring her to our cafe.
Awesome name. So yeah, thank you so much for clearing up the terserah thing, because normally in Indonesia a lot of people, especially women, are actually saying terserah when they are actually getting asked to eat somewhere or anything. Which money you like?
Yes,
Terserah. Which place do we
terserah,
want to eat? Terserah. Now, thanks for
terserah.
building the cafe so that we can clean up our name a little bit more. So that, yeah, at least,
Of course.
yeah, at least men won't going to get frustrated when they need to think about what is the real answer behind this terserah.
Yes, because he will immediately know, oh, that's the cafe, that's the new cafe. So I will bring her to that place.
I think that's actually like the one of the great reasons why your cafe already goes skyrocket as well, right? Goes viral on the
Yes,
all of
I
the social
think
media.
so.
Awesome. Okay, so I want to ask about this, about how you build your business. So actually, first thing first, I want to ask, how long did you run this cafe business?
Actually, I have planned to run this business for maybe around 1 year. I guess starting from like collecting data, concept, capital, decoration, and so on. But if it is about when it really opens, it is around January 2020.
Wow, January 2020 is it? Oh,
Yeah.
so you planned it from January 2019 to January 2020, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
around that time.
yeah, because it's a year. Yeah,
Okay,
but
okay.
but 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 I want
Makes sense.
yeah, but I want to ask about this. So you made it. You started to run your cafe at January 2020. The grand opening starts at January 2020, which is actually like a
Yeah,
few months before pandemic. And then
exactly.
if we trace back from January
Mm.
2019 to January 2020, there's actually like in
Mm-mm.
between those times we got a time where COVID-19 actually appeared for the first time, which is actually at Wuhan. And
Yeah,
then
yes.
a few months later, all of these things were just like from December until January, it's like spreading out a lot to a lot of places from December, January, February. It's just spreading a lot to a lot of nations. It's like feeling like a worldwide pandemic though at that time.
Yeah.
But have you uh since it never enter Indonesia at that time, are you really anticipating that COVID will ever get into the get into Indonesia, and then
True.
how did you anticipate the effect that it will give?
Actually, for me, I know there was a coronavirus first, but in the beginning, the virus still hasn't spread in Indonesia, yeah, and
Mm,
that's still not too much that people affected by this virus around the world, like uh, only in China that have a huge number of patients that affected by this virus, but not worldwide. Uh, and now it's spread around the world. At
wow.
that time, I might feel a little bit like the virus might arrive at Indonesia as well, but I didn't expect if it will be this bad. This is so bad situation ever.
Yeah. I can feel that. I can relate. Actually, COVID-19 is getting worse in Indonesia though. Like right now in 10 December, we got for Jakarta only, we got 1,180 case in 10 December. We got around 1,180 case
Wow.
only in
Huge.
Jakarta.
Yes, it's
only in
a huge
Jakarta. That's
numbers.
a
Yes,
very huge
it's
number. And for the whole
yes.
Indonesia, we got 6,000 cases again. So
Oh
it's like,
my God, it's so wow, it's so
yeah,
bad.
yeah, it's actually like the second time we got the 6,000 cases, which is actually pretty tough to hear. Yeah, very. It's
Yeah.
like it's getting worse, and we're still in the first wave yet. We didn't get a chance to see that. Oh, the cases are going down. We finally get free from this pandemic, and then it just started rising up again. It's like instead of stopping, they're just the virus just feeling like I'm gonna have a break first. Okay, a few weeks. Okay, breakdown. I'm gonna get back up. Really?
Yes, I read like that.
That's actually pretty. Ah, that frustrates a lot of people. That frustrates me, as the one who creates the podcast right here, creates the content. I need to think more about the content. What should I give? And then at another side, it impacts a lot of people as well. As I said before, economics are strolling down. Like the economic is falling down at a site in
Yes.
Indonesia and worldwide side. Yeah, many people dying because of this virus. This is actually pretty sad though. Pretty sad to talk about. So, you said that you actually anticipated, yeah? You actually anticipate that COVID will come to Indonesia. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I predict it, but I didn't expect it will be this bad.
yeah, it just, it will be bad. Then and then it came,
Yes.
yeah, this is not as bad as I think. This is worse than I think. Okay,
Yes,
so
exactly like that.
I want to know. So it indeed affect your business, right? Of course.
Yes.
How it affect your business? Like how does it affect your business?
Uh, it's affect uh quite a lot, yeah. In March, our cafe was affected by the total lockdown that government regulation, yeah. It's
Mm,
about 1 month. Our cafe didn't get any income, but
mm,
my workers must still be paid because
mm.
they also have families that they should support, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh, for me, they also don't know there will be something like this, something the bad situation like this. Who knows? Their only source of income is from working in my cafe. How do they want to run? How do they want to run their needs if they don't have money? So
Yeah.
at that time, I decided to keep paying them with my own money.
Wow. At the side, that's actually very kind of you. You paid them with your own money so that they don't get stressed by buying needs and stuff. But at the side, that's actually a very smooth flex you give like that, yeah? Very smooth flex. I must admit that. I must admit it. That's a very smooth flex, yeah? Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very kind of you. I want to work. Now I'm thinking about working at your cafe now. Getting paid freely from your money. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, other than how you manage your workers, especially at the beginning of the pandemic, how did you manage the other things rather than your workers? How does it affect? How does it affect your business? You say the worker side
um,
already can. Maybe the other side.
mm-mm.
I'm pretty sure it impacts a lot of sides. Yeah.
This pandemic, especially at the lockdown period, has affected my business for quite a lot. Imagine standing for 2 months with a not really doing well economic state and the business not reaching many people at that time is so hard and stressful period. Imagine that. Oh my god, I want to imagine that again.
I can
Forget
imagine
it.
that. I can imagine that. I'm currently broke right now. I
Okay,
don't need to imagine
let's
that.
go to my cafe.
Yeah, free work shift, I guess, part time working.
Yes,
Okay, continue.
I will open it to you. But at that time, it make us think on how we will keep the business standing, on how we will keep this cafe standing. Even this cafe almost got shut down in the middle of the lockdown period due to the regulation at that time that are actually very strict. The
Mm-hmm.
regulation are crazy strict.
Yeah.
That even some of my relation are having bankruptcy in their newly founded business or culinary, cafe, hospitality, and so on. Even some of my friends' family business that has been running for many years also went bankrupt.
Oh, wait. So yeah, I also heard it like from a lot of my friends who also run a business, run some kind of business. I see like many of them are actually having some kind of change too. One of them sometimes they change to another way of having a business, like the marketing. Usually the marketing maybe the marketing could be done like in like being open like in the depot, like at the depot or restaurant. Maybe they just open it wide, but right now they just open wide their doors and then just people come in, visitors come in, customers come in, and then they pay for the money, and then they eat and other stuff. But right now it's spread widely online though, which is actually
Yes.
a major shift though. And I see a lot of this business rather than changing their way of advertising, some of them are also having bankruptcy as well. Like
Yes,
many of my
exactly.
friends business that I really like are actually closed. That's actually pretty sad.
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
but I want to ask about this. So looking from my friend's business, your friend's business, and your family business that are actually going bankrupt, do you think this kind of business are actually not pandemic proof? In your how what's your opinion about it?
Uh, for me, yeah, maybe they didn't anticipate something like this at the beginning, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe when there is something like this, something this pandemic situation, their management may not be good at solving this problem.
Ah.
Sometimes, sometimes because my friends or my uh, friends' family feel that their business are very successful at the beginning, they forget to save their money and
Mm.
they end up with wasting their money for like shopping, holiday, and so on. Maybe at
Mm.
the time when they in successful uh, period, they feel like, hey, I'm rich now. I want to buy all I want and I want to shopping everywhere in this world.
Ah.
Maybe they feel like that, so
Okay.
they got bankruptcy.
They didn't expect that their money they used to buy rich stuff, pride, and other things,
Yes,
and then what?
branded stuff.
Yeah, I want to think. Will they sell it again? Will they sell it again just to make sure they can survive this pandemic? I'm not really sure about
Mm,
that. But
yes,
okay, so yeah, I think it's more about pride, yeah, about pride and money management. I guess, yeah.
yes.
Oh.
For me, money management is very important if you live in this world. Like money management is very important because maybe it's not very important, but the most important is money management.
Mm, okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I get the point right now. I think my way of life of eating simple foods like tempe orek, tahu tempe, and then some kind of just rice with eggs were just actually a very good way of life right now, yeah. A very good money management indeed. Rice with egg is the best. Okay, so I'm gonna get back again. So yeah, you said about that. It's like it's more about the lifestyle, yeah, rather than managing your, yeah, you need to prioritize your business over your pride and other stuff. More about lifestyle. So
Yes.
yeah, indeed, until the point where, yeah, you said it's around 2 months, and then many of your friends' business already bankrupt, already in bankruptcy, already bankrupt. So I want to think about this. How did you from that point until you make your cafe viral? What did you do at that time? What are you how do you manage other things? The other things.
In the first month of lockdown period, there was really no income in my cafe. But after the government chooses to loosen up the regulation, like there can be a takeaway, drive-through, and online services, we take advantage of it. We
Mm,
list our cafe to online platforms like Gojek, GoFood, yeah, Gojek, GoFood, GrabFood, like that.
mm,
After the government loosen up the regulation again, we open our cafe so that people can start eating dine-in at our cafe. And then many people are eating, reviewing. Uh, the point is many people reviewing our cafe in video like TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. And after that, many people come to our cafe. It's
ah,
that time it's reach out lots of people.
wow, that's really awesome. So that's actually like the point where your business goes viral, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to expect to get invited to other podcasts as well because of this?
Maybe yes.
Maybe. Yes.
But I don't know if the other podcast awesome as you, awesome as your podcast, because I think this podcast become so awesome because you as a host. Maybe if it's not you as a host in this podcast, like so like other podcast, maybe.
I'm shy right now, man. my my face is burning red right now. Thank you.
Oh, blushing.
Blushing, yeah. Oh yeah. One more thing. When you're saying about the when you're saying about the government loosen up the regulation again, I want to know the time when you open your cafe, you really put on safety protocols, right?
Yes,
Ah, okay,
always
okay.
safety protocol is number one right now.
Ah, okay, okay. So I think the government has no reason to capture you right now, right? Having some kind of
Yes,
debts and other stuff. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
No. They
Okay.
don't have reason to catch up my cafe.
Yeah, I think that's a very good management, yeah. Especially thank Godfully to actually you're being very thankful to the government because they loosen up the regulation at the time, yeah.
Yes.
So that your cafe
Sometimes
can become
I
viral.
grateful for that.
Okay,
Sometimes
so
I grateful for that.
okay, so when we talk about the review, you say that a lot of people reviewing, and then your business went viral.
Yes.
Do you really actually like
Mm-mm.
ask them to do it, or they do it voluntarily? Like let the quality speak, or you must make you must make these people speak about your quality.
No, we don't ask our customers to reviewing us.
Ah,
But if you ask about advertise, we spend lots of capital to advertise this cafe in like online platform. Maybe it is around 50 million. It is just
whoa,
to gain more attention from people about our cafe. Because my goal is reaching out this cafe to as many people as we can. At
wow.
first, my main goal of building this cafe is to make sure that this cafe could be known by many people. So I don't worry. I'm not afraid when I spend a lot of capital for advertise this cafe because uh, I am sure that our cafe can survive.
Wow, that's really awesome. And that's actually quite a lot of money. 50 million just for advertisement. Well,
Yes.
in the end, your customer did that for you. No
Yes.
extra dime spent. But actually, I'm pretty sure that 50 million is indeed very worth it, yeah. If you're thinking that
Yes.
after your business has gone viral and then it goes skyrocket, profit also goes. Yeah,
Yes.
pretty sure 50 million is not really a thing right now, is it?
Yes. Of
Wow.
course. But in the beginning we afraid like we worry can this capital turn over? Can my money back? Can I get profit more than the capital that I spent to advertise? But thank God now it's more than a turnover.
Wow. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I must say that's awesome. Okay, so I admit that's really awesome.
Awesome.
An awesome strategy. I must learn much. I must learn again from you. I can learn a lot of things. Okay. So back to my back. Okay, so let's change my scope right now to the social activity stuff. So here's what I'm concerned. So when you actually get your business went up viral and then you go skyrocket and you got, of course, you got a lot of money from that, right? You get a lot of customers, and
Yeah.
your money is back, your advertisement money is back, and then you gain a lot of profit. But instead of expanding your business, instead of getting more menus or hiring people to have new menus for you or doing other things, instead you're doing social community stuff, actually a community service stuff. Why is that?
Yes.
I'm a bit I don't I can't imagine, but I can imagine and I don't really know why. I want to know more from you. Why you do that instead of expanding the business?
Because at first, the concept that I created to build this cafe was quite 3D. So I didn't really focus my attention on those things. And
Mm,
why do I prefer social activities over things like you were asking about? Because for me, those people that affected by this coronavirus are not only my cafe and my workers or my families, but many people. Many
oh.
people are not as lucky as me. They're not lucky as me to have a business that going viral or a proper job and get lots of money from that thing. Because of
Mm,
that, I choose to help them because actually what makes my cafe viral is the community as well. So I also have to provide a feedback to the community with the social assistance I get from them too.
mm. So they make your cafe went viral through social media, and you're giving back by creating social activities.
Yes, exactly like that.
Wow. Oh, that's an awesome mindset I see right there. I must admit that. Ah.
Yes,
Oh.
because I'm awesome, so I have a mindset that's awesome too.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome mindset. Okay, I'm gonna learn from you after this. Just wait and watch. Okay, so yeah, I think that's really an awesome insight you gave. So before we close this is my last question for you. Do you get any tips
Okay.
for those people who are actually struggling with business these days, especially during pandemic, which is actually a very tough time? Do you have any tips for those business owners who want to create a business? Maybe someone who want to create a business
Hmm.
or some business owners who are struggling with their business. Maybe you have something for it.
Uh, okay. I have tips. I have a tip, and it is from my experience as well.
Okay.
For me, nowadays we are sophisticated. It's easy for us to reach something just from social media. Because of it, you need to use your social media as a place to find customer. One
Mm.
of the is with advertisement. The key point is advertisement.
Ah.
If you don't advertise your business, no one will know about your business. Many like businessmen, entrepreneur, or something like that have a good concept, but not many people, not many society or community know about it because they they are not good at advertising. It's okay for me. It's okay when you start up with a big capital, as long as you're sure that your concept is accordance with the current trend of society today. It will
Wow.
all
Okay.
pay off. Especially for me nowadays, people like to go to cafes for photo or so on, like uh, to shop for things that are aesthetic. You can take advantage of the current trends in society by advertisement. So I think the main point and key point yeah uh about advertisement.
Ah. So advertisement is actually one of the main keys or one of the main pillars to build a business. Either you just
Yes,
newly built it or
for
you're
me.
struggling with it.
Yes,
Ah.
for me and in my experience, the key point is advertisement.
Oh, okay. I think wow, that's really awesome. that's that that's yeah. I think that's a big point that I'm learning from you for about building a business. Yeah, I think if I'm starting to build a business as well, I think I need to prepare a very big capital just for advertisement after this. Yeah.
Your podcast already known by many people, so you don't need to advertise this anymore.
Yeah, I can advertise my own business through my own podcast. Very clever. Very
Yes.
clever. I must say that's very clever. Thank you so much for reminding me. Okay. Yeah, indeed, an awesome insight you just give for all of us, are awesome for me and my awesome listeners of the podcast. Yeah, I must say that I'm thankful. Yeah, really, I want to say just
Yes.
thank you so much for joining this podcast, having a very insightful talk
Yes.
with me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me in your awesome podcast as well. It's indeed an awesome experience for me. It's wow. It's my pleasure. I'm very like proud that I can invite it in here.
Yeah. I'm also getting. I'm also a bit proud to invite you here, and you're here. Thank you. So yeah, I hope the insight you give just going to help a lot of people out there, especially my listeners who are actually listening to this podcast. Whoa. Yeah, I really hope that will help my listeners out there. Okay, thank you so much. So for yeah, so my listeners out there, thank you so much for listening to this podcast from the beginning until the end. Thank you so much. I really hope that every insight that we just talk about, everything that we've talked about, is going to be very useful for you. Either you're struggling building your own business or you're a bit struggling with making your business survive the whole pandemic. I'm really wishing the best out for you guys. And
Yeah.
thank you so much. I really hope you guys don't forget guys to subscribe and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this video. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share a little bit insight maybe for maybe some kind of opinion. Maybe you have some opinion about the business. Maybe you need some more tips from Maureen. You can actually comment and we're going to reply later. Later we're going to
Okay.
reply. Yeah, get yourself ready.
And for me, don't forget to come to my cafe, especially for you, DS. If you come to my cafe, then I will give you a discount.
I prefer free food rather than discount. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much for that. Don't forget also to
Yes,
share. Huh?
I will give you a free food, but not more than 200. Yeah.
Okay then. Thank you so much. Yeah. While the foods are actually 300 above. Thank you.
You can buy ice cube in our cafe.
Okay. Okay, so don't forget also for my awesome listeners, don't forget to share this video to as many people as you want, as many people as you can. Because I'm pretty sure maybe you're not owning a business, you're not creating any business, but I'm sure your friends will maybe. You never know. It's better for you to share them so that many people will get this you're going to get help by this podcast today. And yeah, as I said before, don't forget to subscribe. We're having quality content here. Yeah.
Awesome content.
Yeah. Thank you. There. It's verified. So yeah.
Okay, bye bye.
Hey, not yet. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. We're having some kind of some podcasts that will always come out. We're not thinking about the schedule though, but most of the time we're updating on in Tuesday usually. I really hope that I can always give you guys, our awesome listeners, a great insight for through our podcast. I really hope it will help you a lot. Every podcast will be meaningful, as I say. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all. See you guys in my next video. In our next video. See you in our next podcast as well. Have a great day, guys. See you. Thank you so much.
Bye
Bye bye. Signing out.
bye.